Apex Wealth Forge. Ruthless look, empty substance. This is a hard-hitting, no-softening review of a broker that looks designed to harvest deposits and vanish, not to serve clients. From the moment you land on apexwealthforge.com, the red flags are blatant. Glossy marketing language, grandiose promises of guaranteed returns and certificates, and badges that don't stand up to even the simplest verification. Read this if you care about your money. This is my opinion Apex Wealth Forge and why I consider Apex Wealth Forge dangerous to anyone thinking of trading with them. The facade and the facts don't match. The homepage and about pages scream professionalism, but the content collapses under scrutiny. The site loudly touts regulated status and insured accounts while providing zero verifiable regulator references. There's no clear corporate structure, no independently verifiable licensing details, and no trustworthy proof that trades are routed through regulated liquidity providers. That alone would be enough to treat any forex Apex Wealth Forge pitch with extreme caution, but apron strings of bad practice go further. Vague contact details, stock images pretending to be a team of specialists, and downloadable certificates that, on closer inspection, are either generic graphics or documents impossible to confirm. That's not just sloppy. When a so-called broker presents unverifiable credentials, it's a classic hallmark of a scam Apex Wealth Forge operation. Marketing tricks instead of transparency. The copy on apexwealthforge.com reads like a sales brochure written to push deposits, promises of exclusive strategies, guaranteed returns, personal analysts, and fast VIP onboarding. Real brokers don't sell guarantees. They publish risk disclosures, clear legal entities, audited statements, and regulator IDs you can check. The absence of those basics on apexwealthforge.com is the clearest signal that this broker Apex Wealth Forge is offering narrative over substance. The repeated claim of zero fees or risk-free trading is economically nonsensical. It simply doesn't align with how legitimate forex liquidity and brokerage economics function. Those promises are not just misleading, they're dangerous bait for inexperienced traders. How the trap typically works. In schemes like this, the user journey is painfully predictable. Flattering onboarding, quick demo, or simulated gains, and increasingly aggressive requests for more capital to unlock better returns or to cover processing and insurance fees. Once funds are deposited, often via hard-to-reverse channels such as cryptocurrencies or obscure payment rails, withdrawals become obstructed. Customers are hit with new requirements, taxes or verification fees, and support sheds responsibility with bureaucratic excuses. Whether or not Apex Wealth Forge has been publicly sanctioned yet, the design of apexwealthforge.com fits that playbook, and that's why my review Apex Wealth Forge warns anyone to steer entirely clear. Branding theft and fake seals. A particularly nasty trick visible on apexwealthforge.com is the use of official-sounding seals, certificates, and partner logos intended to imply oversight. These graphics are often mere images pasted into the site without links to official registries. That's a textbook method to manufacture credibility. Show a shiny badge, hope the visitor won't click through to verify, and use the illusion to extract deposits. I cannot stress this enough. If a broker's only proof of legitimacy is a JPEG on their website, that's not proof. It's theater. This broker, apexwealthforge.com, uses that theater repeatedly. Customer support and contact issues. Real brokers provide transparent contact routes, registered office addresses, phone numbers tied to a real office, verifiable corporate records, and named executives you can trace in business registries. On apexwealthforge.com, the contact details are vague. Emails and online forms replace any transparent human contact, and there is no verifiable physical office. That makes it far harder for an investor to escalate a complaint or to pursue remediation when things go wrong. My opinion, Apex Wealth Forge. A company that deliberately limits verifiable contact is a company that doesn't want oversight. Why no license shown matters. A broker operating legitimately will either publish its regulator ID clearly or show links to the regulator's public register entry. If you can't find that ID, or if the ID doesn't check out, that means you have no statutory recourse if the platform disappears or misappropriates funds. I searched apexwealthforge.com and the available public information on the site for verifiable licenses and found none. That is a core reason this review Apex Wealth Forge calls the project high risk. If there's no visible regulator reference, treat that as a deal breaker. Your capital is not protected. Deposit and withdrawal mechanics. Proceed as if you're removing a lifeline. The site pushes deposits and VIP upgrades, but it gives no reliable upfront explanation of withdrawal mechanics, chargeback options, or independent custodian arrangements for client funds. That's a major operational risk. If a platform insists on non-reversible crypto payments or makes you jump through verification hoops after deposit, consider that the red light. Don't send more money. This is why in this review, apexwealthforge.com is described as dangerous to retail traders. Bottom line, a blunt verdict. Based on the observable issues on apexwealthforge.com, unverifiable credentials, heavy-handed sales copy, absence of clear regulatory proof, murky contact data, and the typical toolkit of investment frauds. My opinion, Apex Wealth Forge is unequivocal. Treat Apex Wealth Forge as untrustworthy and high risk. This is a broker to avoid, not to test. If you're even considering handing them funds, test with zero money until you have hard, independently verifiable proof of regulation and custodial protection. Better yet, walk away. This review Apex Wealth Forge is a clear warning. Don't be the next person telling the same victim story. If you've already engaged, stop, document everything, and act now. Save every message, every receipt, and every screenshot. Contact your bank or payment provider to stop or challenge the payment. File complaints with your local law enforcement and with financial regulators in the jurisdiction you believe is relevant. Share your experience on independent review platforms to warn others. Every additional complaint makes it harder for scam operators to prey on the next victim. Lost money with a broker? Find out how to get it back. Contact us at watchdogonline@proton.me. Leave your name and phone number so we can get back to you. The Watchdog Online team stands guard over your safety. Together, we will make the internet better.